we obviously don't know, and it's a fool's game to guess, particularly. But I would still stick with my prediction as of yesterday, such as it is, of 53-47 in favour of remaining. From a personal point of view, I'm an innie. I think our industry as a whole, I think Campaign ran an article or ran a poll, 75%, whatever it is, 85% of the industry in favour of remaining. I think it will be a tragedy if we pull out. I think it will be a long-term problem. I don't think it's just a short and medium-term problem. I think it will permanently reduce the growth rate of the UK economy. I look at it as being almost like a merger and acquisition. You pull two companies together, or the argument for pulling them together is they will grow faster together, or faster than they would do if they stayed on their own. If Britain pulls out, I think we will grow more slowly. And I think from an economic point of view, it's an extremely strong argument. From a sovereignty point of view, I think we're better off at the table or inside the tent rather than being outside. And on immigration, which is the third big sort of issue, or third bucket on immigration, being the grandson of immigrants from Ukraine, from Poland, from Romania, my view is that immigrants make a positive difference. They're not a negative, and all the academic and surveys and work seems to indicate that to be the case. So, on those three areas, I'm of the view that we should remain. We'll have to see what the electorate decides. The weather, I understand it, in London has not been very good. Somebody said to me on another interview, it was rather like Noah's flood in London this morning. Maybe God was sending a signal, who knows. But in any event, we'll have to see, obviously, what the results are. We're hand counting these things. We'll know by about, I think, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning or 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. No exit polls either. No. And our last poll, our last pulse last night from TNS was 41 remain, 43 leave, with, I think it was 16% undecided. Well, it happened last year when Al Gore was here, and we did a canned debate on climate change, and he issued a challenge to the leaders of the 6 holding companies, the big 6, let's call them, to come together to support climate change. And with the Secretary General's development goals, 17 development goals, which were signed up by everyone at the UN recently, with that we thought we could broaden it, because climate change plays a role, I think, in 13 of the 17 development goals, that we could play a role, the 6 of us could play a role of supporting that. So the campaign being built around it is called Common Ground, and what it says is, usually we compete violently against one another, we violently disagree, as you well know, you take advantage of us disagreeing, you compare one against the other on many issues, but on one issue we're totally aligned, and that is in supporting the Secretary General's development goals. So he will be coming here and speak at noon, which is the time we do the canned debate. He'll make a speech about how he regards this being a significant event, and then Zain Badawi will interview us, all 6 of us, or actually 5 of us. Ishi-san from Dentsu will be on film, but the 5 of us will be here in Cannes. So it'll be John Wren, Boris Levy, Michael Roth, Yannick Bolloré, myself, and then Ishi-san, as I said, by film. So it's an exciting time. I can't remember that we ever got together again. I think many of us did with Philippe Doman and Viacom for Robin Thicke at a concert. I remember a picture of us together for that, with many of us together, but it's probably the first time.